No?
You're right there.
Really?
Yeah.
Hi.
Bring a seat between us.
I have an extra one, but it's from Amazon. It's not as good as you. No, okay. What is it, Danny? Sit down. I'll sit with you. They're done. Oh, that's my favorite. One of my favorites.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. My name is Cantor du jour. As you know, Cantor is still on leave, and Rabbi is leading Tat Shabbat with the little ones over in the school wing. They'll be joining us later on. So you've got me tonight. And as those of you who know me know, I hate being a soloist, so I expect you all to join in incessantly, to drown me out even. We're going to start with lighting the candles, which can be found on page 4. And Suzanne will lead us. start with an oldie but goodie on page 5, bottom half of page 5. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Ni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seidchem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Let's turn to page 10 for Yedid Nefesh. Yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai dai dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai dai dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai. Yada dai 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 dai, yada dai dai dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai dai dai. Yedid Nefesh Av HaRachaman Mishoch Avdeach El Ritzonecha Yarutz Avdecha Kemo Ayal Yishtachaveh Mul Hadarach Ki Erav Lo Yedidu Techa Minofetzuf V'chol Ta'am Yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai dai dai, yada dai dai dai, dai dai dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai dai dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai. Yada dai 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 dai, yada dai dai dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai dai dai. If you turn to page 21, Psalm of David, Mizmor LeDavid, everybody please rise and all join in. Mizmor LeDavid, Havu Ladonai b'nei Elim, Havu Ladonai kavod va'oz, Havu Ladonai kivod shemo, Ishtachavu Ladonai behadrat kodesh, Kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod hirim, Adonai almayim rabim. Kol Adonai b'koach, Kol Adonai behadar, Kol Adonai shover arazim, Vayishaber Adonai et arzei halvanon, Vayarkidem kimo egel Levanon v'Siryon kimo ben re'emim. Kol Adonai chotzev lahavot eish, Kol Adonai yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, Kol Adonai yecholel ayalot, vayechesof ye'arot, uvehechalo kulo, Omer kavod, kulo omer kavod. Adonai lamabul yashav, vayeshev Adonai melech le'olam, Adonai oz le'amo yitein, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. You may be seated and turn to the next page, page 23, for Lecha Dodi. And as usual, we'll do the first two stanzas on 23, the middle on 24, and the last two on 25. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabla, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabla. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmi'anu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem u'letiferet v'lithilah. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabla. Likrat Shabbat lechuven elcha, Ki mekor haberacha, Merosh mikedem nisucha, Sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabla. Hit oreri, kiva ore, kumi ori, uri, shir da beri, kivod Adonai alayich nikla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabla. Yaminu smol tifrotzi, v'et Adonai ta'aritzi, al yad ish ben partzi, v'nismecha v'nagila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabla. Boi v'shalom ateret ba'ala, gam b'simcha u'b'tzahala, toch emunei am segula, boi chala. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabla. Let's remain standing, and I need a couple of volunteers to help open the ark for the Baruch Hu. No?
By all means, go.
It's a reach out.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Together. Baruch Yom Evi Laila, Umavdil Ben Yom Uben Laila, Adonai Tzivaot Shemo, El Chai V'Kayam, Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Le'olam Va'ed, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ha'ma'arim Aravim. We're on page 40. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shachveinu u'b'kumeinu nasiach b'chukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki hem chayenu Yomam v'layla, Yomam v'layla. Divyavatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha ve'ayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'beitecha u'v'lechtecha v'aderech u'v'shachbecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam le'ot al yadecha ve'ayu l'totafot bein einecha u'ketavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha ve'haya. We're on the bottom of page 42. Leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kedoshim le'elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim Liot lachem le'elohim, ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem, emet. Emet, top of page 44. Umalchuto baratzon kiblu aleihem. Moshe uvnei Yisrael uchanu shira. V'simcha rabba v'yamru chulam. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi kamocha Nedar ba'kodesh, Nora tehilot, O seifele. Malchutcha ra'uvonecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe, Ze'eli anu v'yamru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, v'ne'emar kifad Adonai et Yaakov ugalo mi'ad chazak mimenu Baruch ata Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Let's turn to page 45 and read together in the English. Allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel, and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us, shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us. And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace, now and forever. May you spread over us your tabernacle, your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem. U'shmor tzeiteinu vo'enu l'chaim u'shalom me'ata v'ad olam. Ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha, Baruch atah Adonai. Aporei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Please rise, page 46. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-shabbat la'asot et ha-shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-shabbat la'asot et ha-shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-shabbat la'asot et ha-shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Ki sheishet yamim asa Adonai, asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-shabbat la'asot et ha-shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-shabbat la'asot et ha-shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. You may be seated for a moment. I'll be chanting the Chatzi Kaddish, and after that we'll rise for the Amidah, the silent devotion. You can follow your own prayers on pages 47 through 52, or your own individual meditations. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah B'olma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uvyomechon u'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mivarach le'alam ulol me'omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudesha berichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata Da'amiran bi'olma v'imeru. Amen. Ose shalom bimromav, uya'ase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Ose shalom bimromav, Ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. If you're turn to page 53. I'll ask you to rise once again for the Vayechulu. Vayechulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzivam vayechal Elohim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa vayishbot bayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa vayevarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i vayekadesh oto kivo shavat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim la'asod. And while we're all standing, let's proceed to the Kiddush. We have wine and grape juice, probably not enough to go around, but we hope if a couple of you would help serve so that at least some can take advantage of it. Back here. Oh, there they go. And again, please join in. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodesho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereshit ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim ki vanu Tanu kidashta mipamim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. Chaim.
All right. Yasher Koach to Mike. Thank you for leading. Hi everyone, I'm Rabbi Kling Perkins. Welcome. We can be seated. Thank you to Mimi for collecting the cups. Thank you again for Mike. For those who are aware, Cantor is on a partial family leave right now due to illness in the family, and so we're so grateful to Mike for taking over this service. And I'm delighted to invite our Tat Shabbat kids to come on in, and you can actually sit on the carpet facing me right here. So about once a month we have Tot Shabbat. We have Tot Shabbat on Friday nights, and when we have Tot Shabbat, we have a dinner. We do some singing, and we usually do a story time. And so for this week, we decided to bring our story time here to all of you. We're never too old for a good story. And I decided to bring one of my favorite Passover books, Dayenu, or How Uncle Murray Saved the Seder. Who knows this one? Do you guys know this one? No! Okay, you are in for a treat. So we have already sung Dayenu together. What does Dayenu mean? Enough! Enough! And why do we say enough at the Seder? What do we say when we say Dayenu? We're grateful. We're grateful for what we have. But is it really enough? Right? At every stage of the story, we say it would be enough if we just left Egypt. Oh, it would be enough if we just crossed the sea. It would be enough if we just got the Torah, but didn't make it all the way home to the land of Israel. So this is maybe a lighthearted take on the question of, is it ever really enough? So, Dayenu, or How Uncle Murray Saved the Seder. All right. Aunt Helene finished vacuuming and collapsed on the sofa. Does anyone feel like Aunt Helene right now? Anyone started doing a lot of cleaning in their homes? Yeah. Okay, anyone feel tired after all that cleaning? Oh, so tired. I wish we could do something about Passover, she said to Uncle Murray, absent-mindedly wiping her forehead with the dust cloth. No matter how much work we do to get ready for the holiday, it's never enough. You're right, said Uncle Murray as he dusted the cat napping on the piano. Enough is never enough. But I have an idea. Why don't we skip some of the things that we do every year? Great idea, said Aunt Helene. Who thinks it's a good idea? Should we just skip some of the steps? Because it's just too hard. It's just too hard? No, okay. If we get rid of all the chametz, said Uncle Murray, and don't buy matzah, it will be enough. Do you think it's enough? No. Okay, well, they're gonna learn. They're gonna learn. So they scrubbed and scoured and dusted and mopped and vacuumed the house from top to bottom. We did a fine job, said Uncle Murray as they searched each room with a candle, feather, and spoon. There is no chametz anywhere. And there's no food anywhere either, said Aunt Helene. We have to buy some matzah. Good idea. All right, I'm going to need some help because he's going to say this a lot. Can we say good idea together? Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we buy matzah and no other Passover foods, it will be enough. So they went to the supermarket and piled their cart high with boxes and boxes of matzah. Do you think is this a good idea? We'll get sick of eating nothing but matzah for 8 days, said Aunt Helene as she unloaded the bags. Maybe we should buy some other foods.
Good
All right.
idea,
said Uncle Murray. If we buy Passover foods and do not invite guests to share it, what's he going to say? It will be enough. So they went back to the supermarket and they loaded their cart with gefilte fish, apples, nuts, sponge cake, eggs, matzah meal, and macaroons. All right, is it enough?
No.
So much much food and no one to share it, said Aunt Helene, as she put all the packages in her clean cupboards. Let's invite a few guests. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we invite guests and do not have a Seder, it will be... So Aunt Helene and Uncle Murray telephoned their 9 nieces and nephews. They prepared a big dinner. They chopped and sliced and baked and cooked all day long. You think it's a good idea to skip the Seder? When all the guests had arrived and were seated around the holiday table, Aunt Helene looked at the unlit candles. And she looked at the empty Kiddush cup. We have to light the candles, she said. After all, it's Passover. Then we can recite Kiddush. Said Uncle Murray. If we start the Seder and do not ask the 4 questions, it would be enough. Is it going to be enough? No. So, Aunt Helene lit the holiday candles and everyone sang the Kiddush. Then Uncle Murray began to read from the Haggadah. When they came to the 4 questions, they stopped. We have to ask them, said Adina. I've been practicing all week long. Has anyone been practicing the 4 questions? Oh, yeah. Okay, we've got 2. We've got 2 over here. All right. Good, said Uncle Murray. If we ask the 4 questions and do not tell the story of the Exodus, it... Is it enough? So Adina got up and she sang the 4 questions. When she finished, no one said a word. We have to tell the story, said Elliot, so we can find out the answers, said Jill. Good, said Uncle Murray. If we tell the story and do not taste the bitter herbs, it would be enough. Is it enough? No. So they began to read, once we were slaves, and now we are free. We got some nice pictures here of the Exodus from Egypt. But when they came to the part about the bitter life under Pharaoh's rule, they stopped again. We have to taste the bitter herbs and the matzah and the charoset, said Lenore, to remind us of our life as slaves in Egypt. Said Uncle Murray. If we taste the special foods and do not eat the Seder meal, it will be enough. So Aunt Helene passed around the bitter herbs, and she passed around the matzah and the charoset. And everyone said the blessings and had a taste. Yum. Not yum for the Mara. Then it was time for the Seder meal. We have to eat it, said Jonah. Aunt Helene and Uncle Murray worked so hard to prepare for it. Do you think they're probably pretty hungry at this point too? Yeah. Good, said Uncle Murray. If we eat the meal and do not share the afikomen, everyone was so hungry that the delicious food quickly disappeared. When it was time for dessert, Lori and Judith proudly came forward with the afikomen. What's the afikomen? What is it? That's right. It's a piece of matzah that we hide. And then we have to find it. So they said we have to eat it because we found it. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we share the afikomen and do not welcome Elijah, it will be. So Uncle Murray traded the afikomen for $2 silver, and everyone ate a piece of matzah. Now it was time to welcome Elijah the prophet. We have to open the door, said Lori. I think I can hear him. Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we greet Elijah and do not sing the Seder songs, it will be enough. So Larry filled Elijah's cup and Lori opened the door. Everyone waited to see if any of the wine disappeared. Then they looked at Uncle Murray. We have to sing the song, said Ronald. What's a Seder without songs? Good idea, said Uncle Murray. If we sing the songs and do not finish the Seder, it will not be enough. Everyone shouted. We cleaned our house of chametz, bought matzah and Passover foods, asked the 4 questions, told the story of the Exodus, tasted the bitter herbs, matzah and charosed, ate the meal, shared the afikomen, welcomed Elijah. So why not sing the songs and finish the Seder, concluded Uncle Murray. And they did. The end. All right. So I'll just say a note to the adults. I think this is a lovely, lighthearted take on Dayenu. I think it's actually a problematic song because we're talking about really, these partial steps that together led to something great. And of course, it's a song of gratitude for everything, all the blessings that we have, but it doesn't mean we can't always look for something more as well. We sang an English version of this. There's a great book that was published by PJ Library with an English version of Dayenu, and it's a little bit different. It's, for each step, it's, whatever it is, when the Jews came out from Egypt, that was enough to make us happy. Sing a song and show we're happy. So maybe it wasn't actually enough for what we need, but it was something that's worthy of gratitude. So Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach. Thank you for joining for that story time. We're going to wrap up our service with Aleinu, Mourner's Kaddish, and then Yigdal. So we'll rise page 56 for Aleinu, and any kids who would like to can open the ark for us. Great. Riley, can you help open the ark, Riley? Nate, do you want to come open the ark? Yeah, Brooke, come help. Haley, come. All right. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol l'teit gedula l'yotzer bereshit shelo asanu kegoyei ha'aratzot velo shamanu mishlo adama shelo sam elkeinu kahan v'gahor aleinu kechol hamonah v'anachnu korim v'mishtachvim u'modim l'ifnei melech malchei hamlachim HaKadosh Yes, thank you to all of our helpers. Fantastic. Thank you, thank you. All right, you can be seated. Tonight we extend our condolences to Eileen and Joe Shine on the passing of Steve Shine, Joe's beloved brother, and to the Wilenzik family on the passing of beloved congregant Marvin Wilenzik. Tonight, we lovingly remember those whose yortzites were this past week: Madeline Goldfarb, Susan Robinson, Ann Berkowitz, William Snyder, Andrea Berman, Gertrude Winnitz, Alan Deitch, Jacob Burstein, Libby Fromm, Julia Levy, Abe Rothman, Philip Schwartz, Nadine Meyerson, Ronald Gross, Francis Michnick, Ralph Shapey, Reba Spivak, Lillian Wader, Lillian Edelstein, Ellen Cantor Rosenman, Harry Wexler, Gwen Agree, Candace Friedman, Anna Fisher, Evelyn Goldberg, Ned Payton, Martin Wagner, Alan Waldman, and Edith Kling. Are there any other yortzites that we remember from this past week? Mourners, just one moment, okay? Mourners and those observing yortzeit, please rise as you are able from the Mourner's Kaddish, page 58. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam Olmei Olmaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yitalev V'yithalal Shemei Dekudasha Brichu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tush B'chata V'nechamata Da'amiran V'alma V'imru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabbah Min Shemaya V'chaim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'mromav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. You may be seated. Let's see, announcements. Looks like it's me. Okay. Shabbat Shalom. Yasher Koch again to Mike Zimmett for leading us in Kabbalat Shabbat, Todah Rabbah, and to Mara for preparing the meal for our Tat Shabbat. There she is. Mara, thank you so much. We'll be back here tomorrow morning. We're celebrating our Kita Vav Shabbat, our 6th graders, 9:30 a.m. in the sanctuary. And please just, stay posted on all the wonderful things that we have coming up. I want to highlight that on Wednesday morning, we have an opportunity to get together in person. So I know it's the day of the Seder, but it is customary on that day for firstborns to fast unless they attend a celebration called a siyum, a conclusion of a unit of learning. So we're going to come together at 8:30 for morning services, followed by a siyum, a celebration of learning, which will include bagels, and our final opportunity to really enjoy chametz together. Thank you to the Brotherhood for providing that. And then we can do some burning of our chametz together. I'll remind everyone, Tuesday night is the time that it's customary to search for chametz with a, you can use a flashlight. It doesn't have to be a actual candle. And you can use your wooden spoon and feather if you're so inclined, but really it's to search for chametz. Wednesday morning we burn our chametz. If you have not yet signed up to sell your chametz with me, please reach out. There is a form that was linked to on multiple emails that went out so that I can sell your chametz, since we're not supposed to own chametz during the holiday of Passover. Other than that, I'll just say I hope everyone has a really meaningful and joyful holiday. If anybody is still missing a Seder, we can see what we can do, let me know. But hopefully everyone has arrangements and people to be with and to celebrate the holiday with together. And now we will conclude our service. I'll invite the kids back. We're going to do Yigdal. Yigdal is on page 62. Yigdal Elohim Chai V'yishtabach Nimtza B'yenei El Metziuto Echad Yin Yachid Keichuto Ne'elam Gam En Sof Le'achduto. I'm going to get the egg shakers. I just remembered, on April 12th, Billy Jonas is coming to do a concert. He is a wonderful musician. It's going to be a family concert, so it's really for people of all ages. Our religious school is going to be attending, and we welcome you all to join us for a really special musical experience. We'll rise now as we're able for Shabbat Shalom, and egg shakers can go back in the box when you're ready. Shabbat.
Hello.